going on, you slackers? I am your host, Slackerz Gaming, bringing you another episode of Rate Their Chances. Now, if you haven't seen the series before, I will be making one character per episode, and I will be doing double uploads on Sundays of this series. But I will be taking one character and going over their chances, kind of in my opinion. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. You are allowed to agree. You are allowed to disagree. If you do, either way, let me know down in the comments. I welcome it. Go ahead. I love talking about Smash Bros. Stuff. It's my favorite game series of all time. So any comments you got, go ahead. Leave them down below. Let's have some chats. But anyway, this series is where I'm going to take a character for for the video and kind of discuss some pros and cons of the character, and I will give my opinion on their chances that I believe is going to be their chances to be added as a playable character in Super Smash Bros. So let's get on to it. So as you can tell, we got the video playing. Bomberman is today's episode character portrayed in this episode. So we're going to be going over Bomberman. Now, we're just going to go over some pros and cons real quick. So we're going to go pro side first. Pro, he's a third-party character from Konami. And, he recently, another pro, he recently just had a game on the Switch. This game, Super Bomberman R, it is actually coming out on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So if you're a Bomberman fan that does not have a Nintendo Switch and you're looking forward to getting this game, boom, there you go. You will now have your chance to get your hands on it. But Bomberman as a character, I mean, there's just so much good. He's an iconic, such a cool character. You'll recognize him anywhere if you're a gamer fan. You just know him. You're like, dude, that's Bomberman. I know who it is. But he's third party. Like I said, he recently had a game on the Switch and it's coming out on other platforms. And another kind of pro, this one might be a little iffy, but he just fits in with kind of like the Smash universe, if you get what I'm saying. And I'll try to explain that a little bit. When you take Mario and you add in Sonic and Mega Man and Pac-Man and you put them in one game, they just seem to like fit together. They don't, to me, they don't stand out. It's just like icons of gaming, coming together. They just seem like they fit together. You can put them in a game and it works. Bomberman, to me, has the same feeling. He fits right in. He wouldn't feel like he just kind of sticks out and it's like, oh really, this guy's in. He doesn't really seem to, you get it. He doesn't have the vibe of Smash Bros. But no, Bomberman does, in my opinion, and I think that is a pro. I don't really know if that's really too high on anybody's list for actual characters and being like, hey, this guy's, he seems like he would fit in with the atmosphere and all that kind of stuff. No, that's probably not high on other people's list, but I think it's a pro anyway. It is cool to see, when characters just kind of gel together. So, I mean, Bomberman, iconic, gaming. He's just so legendary. He's so cool. So many good memories with this guy, from Bomberman 64 to the DS to Xbox 360 arcade, and of course on the Switch I had just so many good memories. But let's get on to a couple cons now. I don't think he's really too highly requested in terms of newcomers. I've seen requests, I've seen a lot of, and I mean a lot of, I love watching just other people's opinions and who they think will be getting into the game, or who they want in the game. And I do see Bomberman on list, and I would agree. If Bomberman got in Smash Bros. As a playable character, absolutely no hard feelings. I would love it. I don't see that as a negative at all. But to be fair, there's a lot more characters that do get more attention than him. So Bomberman not being too highly requested, you could look at that as a con, but maybe at the same time you could look at it as a pro. I mean, there's a lot of characters that don't get really okay, you know what, let me kind of rephrase that. I'm going to look at that as a con only because he's third party. And third parties are supposed to be like iconic symbols of gaming, such as the Sonic and Mega Man and Pac-Man and Snake and Cloud and Ryu and Bayonetta. You get it. They're recognizable. Bomberman fits in right with that group. But as a con, he's not too highly requested for third party. He does get his votes. Don't get me wrong. He's got my vote. But I think I'm going to put that in the con side. Another one, of course, like I said, Konami. And there's probably a different character from Konami most people would rather have. And that, of course, is Solid Snake. I was never truly a fan of Snake in Brawl. Like, going back to my point earlier about Bomberman, where he fits in with the universe, or just kind of fits in with the vibe of Smash Bros. I never really felt like Snake fit in. I don't know. There's just something about that kind of threw me off, and I don't know. I also didn't really like his playstyle, so I didn't give him too much of a chance. But hey, that's on me. That's my fault. If I'm not saying I totally dislike Snake. If he got in again, if he somehow was miraculously got added back into the game, I definitely welcome that. I would welcome it. No questions asked. But I'm just saying, to me, Snake doesn't really have a Smash Bros. Kind of vibe. But yeah, so of course, Snake is the more popular Konami character that people would definitely want to see instead of Bomberman. But hey, so for my opinions, my actual percentage point that I would give Bomberman to make it into this game, I would probably say, because we're definitely most likely, there's no definite, but most likely we'll see a few more third-party characters, whether all the third parties from Wii U and 3DS come back. That is yet to be seen, but there's a good chance that maybe another third-party, 2 or 3 characters get in. We'll end up seeing, but for right now, I would probably put Bomberman's chance at 30%, and that's what I'm going to go with. When it comes down to it, third-party characters, there's more, I think, third-party characters that people would rather see than Bomberman, so that's why I'm kind of, you might see that as kind of low, but, I mean, yeah, it kind of is. 30% ain't the greatest, but then again, we're not going to get, like, 5, we're not going to get, like, 5, I don't think we're going to get 5 or more new third-party characters. That'd be a lot. If we did, okay, whatever, we'll see who they are. But I don't see them getting a lot of third-party characters, so I kind of got them on the lower side of the percentage at 30%. But hey, that is my opinion. You are allowed to agree or disagree. Give me your opinions down in the comments. I love to read them. I would love to respond to some of them. What percentage would you guys give Bomberman for being playable in the next Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch? Whatever you got, let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoy this little series that I do on Sundays. Double uploads, by the way. And earlier today we did do King K. Rool. And yeah, if you haven't checked that one out, please go check that out. I love doing these. I love seeing people's feedbacks. I love talking about Smash. So, that's it for this one, I suppose. Yeah, if you guys got anything to say, like I said, throw them down in the comments. I would love to read them. But with that being said, this video is coming to an end. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and hopefully we catch you guys on the next upload. Peace out, everybody. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.